Hey guys, PJ Lee. Welcome back to another video. I realized that it's been a little bit since I've made a playing crazy video, and I'm thinking of showing off some of my builds again because it has been a while. It's been a little while, so I think it'll be cool to show off some of my newer builds. Well, there's one on screen right now. Didn't mean to show that yet, but I'll show that in a little bit because honestly, I've made a lot more builds since my last one. A few of them aren't that good, but I'll show them off anyway because I'm just gonna do it. I guess I'll just start over here with my F4 Phantom. Now, I did make an M4 Phantom a long time ago, and this one is way better. It's a little bit finicky sometimes, like it's a little glitchy, but besides that, it's honestly I think I did a really good job on this. And, okay, I think, okay. I need to remember some of the keybinds because I did not remember. Okay, like about that much. Then N and B. Perfect. Oh, that's the rockets. Okay, here we are. So, oh wait, before I even take off, oh shoot, I won't show that. I can't go backwards, but that's fine. I have an openable cockpit. Now, I haven't really started doing interiors for a lot of my builds yet because it's just kind of a lot. But I mean, so far, this is one of my better builds for sure. So, I was really happy with how this turned out. Oh, dang, we're going really fast already. Not mean to go that fast. As you can see, it's kind of unstable to fly. That's the only thing that's kind of bad with it. But it's not really a bad thing. It's just a thing I gotta get used to because you see, it does that a lot. And I mean, it can kind of cobra a little bit, but it's not like a great thing because you can't really. It's not the type of plane that you really want to cobra. So, but here's full speed. Full speed is pretty good, but it starts to shake. I think, mainly because of the shaping. And also, my game starts to lag a little bit, and lag does definitely contribute to the stability of the plane when it's in play. But, I mean, yeah, there's not much to this plane. I already shot off the rockets, but there it is again. I think, no, there's no gun on it. I should have probably added a gun, but I made this quite a long time ago. So, I'll show it off like this. Whoops. So, as you can see, it uses not a lot of motor lock, but, a little bit of motor lock. A little bit of angle lock with the way the wings are, but it's not really angle lock, more it's just positioning. You see the cockpit, how I have it up higher so that I had more room to actually make it openable. So I think I did a pretty good job on this. The camo, yeah, I could have used motor lock to make it all smooth and stuff, but legitimately that would have taken way more, and this already took a few hours. Only because this was like one of my first heavily motor locked builds, I'd say, that I was really like trying to motor lock it and all that. But again, it's really not even that motor locked. So yeah, so that's my F4. I guess I'll show off my SR-71. It doesn't go fast like at all, but it's mainly it's much more for show. I'm not even gonna fly it because it's really purely for show. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, like that, and then 3. So, as you can see, it looks like this. I think I did an amazing job on this, honestly. I really like how the shaping looks. I forgot to add some of the smooth parts to right here, but besides that, honestly, I really do like the shaping. I even added some motor lock right there to actually get the shaping, so that's a cool little detail. It has no landing gear, but I also do like the way the engines look. I spent too much time on it. I won't say how much, but a lot of time on this. I think the engines look amazing, especially when it's like that. I love that so much. I really do. And then like the little area right there, how it's gonna finish. I love this. I like the way it looks, but it doesn't really fly well because one, the control surfaces here get stuck on this piece of the engine. Let me turn off the engine. And secondly, it also just doesn't fly very fast either. But again, like I said, I don't really do interiors, but even though this has a bunch of hover drives in it, it still doesn't go fast enough because of how how much blocks there are. There's just so many blocks. It's still, even with that, it will still go slow. I'm stuck in here. On. That's fine. I'll show off one of my less good builds. This doesn't use any motor lock. I just kind of made this one day because I was really bored and I didn't know what to make, so I just made a missile silo thing. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I really do like the opening stuff, like the way it opens. But you can't control the missile. Like you launch the missile and that's it. There it is. Where is it? Yeah, that's it. And also, it doesn't really fly for long. It's not really supposed to. I don't know why I really made this. I just kind of felt bored one day and I didn't know what to make, so I just made this. But I have the shaping down. It's not very detailed, like, at all. It's basically a green block. Let's see. Oh, I really don't like this build. I made it with in mind like gradient, but the gradient doesn't really look too good, in my opinion at least. And I mean, you know, like it's just an okay build. I made this quite a while ago. I can't see. Wait, what's the blog on? Isn't it? Like, I don't remember what the TNT. I set the TNT to, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it was 9. For whatever reason. It's my first attempt at a Eurofighter. Honestly, I'm gonna probably try to do another Eurofighter because look, the engines look bad. I mean, everything kind of about this looks terrible. The landing gear looks really goofy. The engines look weird. The intake looks weird. And I mean, I think the gradient on the wing works, but not on the body. I should have just made the gradient the same color on the body because now it looks like a coffee stream for the body. So I don't really like that. But I mean, on the wings, honestly, I do really like that gradient, especially from far away where it looks really smooth. That looks amazing. But the body could use a lot of work. That's definitely for sure. I don't know why I decided to do it in this approach. I could have very easily made my own custom engines, but I don't know. I guess it was a little earlier, so I guess I didn't really do much of that. I don't know. Ooh, okay. A build I really do like is my SU-57. Minimal motor lock, really only for the custom engine. Like that, and then also for the wing as well, like right there. Then I press 2. So as you can see, it has the thing in the front right here. I think what does it go down V? So those, but I don't really use those. But what this has very high maneuverability, like it has super maneuverability, kind of like the real thing, but it doesn't have visible thrust vectoring, but it has like things that would make it as if it was like maneuver as if it was thrust vectoring, like this. See, as it can actually cobra pretty well. The only thing is sometimes it can do a curvature, but I don't know. That's extremely finicky to get, and it's like really hard. Oh, first try. Nah, because like you need like just the right speed, and I don't remember what the speed is. I think it's a little over 1,000, so I'm gonna try it now. Nah, see, like I don't remember how to do it exactly because it's really weird. But I mean, like it can cobra, which in my opinion is mainly what I was going for. Even though it has like little to no motor lock, I honestly really like the shaping. I think I did an amazing job on the shaping just with the regular blocks, and I'm honestly pretty happy with it. I would probably attempt it again. Probably try to make the nose a little bit more smooth, but I mean honestly, the rest of the shaping is pretty good. Maybe because I like also the air intakes. Maybe try to make the transition more smooth. That would probably be good. Engines are pretty good, but I'd also want to find a way to like fill that in without ruining all the motor lock. So that's definitely a lot of future improvements I could do. I don't think I even need to really like restart a whole build. I think I could just improve on this one. But overall, I really do like this one. I made the F-22 a while ago, but I'm not going to show that one because it's really bad, in my opinion. I don't know if I showed this off before, but it's this battleship that I have not finished. I don't think I ever am going to finish it, honestly, because, I mean, honestly, I really do like the look of this, but it's just going to take a godly amount of time. It's going to take so long. But, I mean, one day, if I really got nothing going on, I could just try to finish this. Alright, so now all that's connected, and then press 2 to start that. It has a minigun up, or not a minigun, just a gun up there, and also has these up here that shoots. So yeah, I actually do have a tiny bit of an interior, but not much. I gotta be careful. Okay, so not much of an interior yet. I was really gonna work on the outside the most first, and then work on the interior. But this is what I have so far. There's gonna be obviously a lot of floors. So you have this right here. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it still follows? That's actually kind of cool. But usually it doesn't. That's why I'm a little confused. But so that's cool. I have there's another spot down here. This is one way to get inside of this cannon, if you will, because you see it's right above you, and then this one's also right here. I think this is a really cool spot. Plus, it just looks good on the outside. I really do like the way the windows look. Right here, I like the way that balcony looks. I forgot how to get up there, but I was eventually gonna do it. But yeah, honestly, pretty good build overall, but it's not nearly done. I still have to do all of that part, and then the end right here, and then all in the interior. So not even 50% done in my opinion. But yeah, I might pick it up again. I don't know if I showed off this before, but I mean, this is honestly one of my favorite ones to use in PvP because it's really fast. So for this one, you hold one until it goes all the way down, then you press 2, then you press W, and boom, it's set up. So this aircraft has I have to add those because honestly, side to side was really bad. So if you press B, it activates actually VTOL mode. You can start to go up. As you can see, my gravity is on the normal setting, and I'm going up. It's kind of slow. It should probably be a little faster, but it'll work. It's VTOL for a fighter jet, so I mean, it's not like it's primary. So I'm gonna disengage it. Oh yeah, and this thing can, even without VTOL on, this thing can hover very well because most of its body is basically just the wings, so it moves really well. Like, yeah, just really well. Then also right here, you see the landing gear and the landing gear doors. Oh shoot, I didn't even notice we were going super fast. Yeah, this thing goes extremely fast as well. As you can see, I'm not even near full throttle and I'm already going over like 1,000. My game's lagging a little bit. I'll try to go full, but it might lag, so it might start wobbling. You see almost 2,000, and if I go into a dive, for sure I can get 2,000. Yeah, well, you get the point, but yeah, it goes extremely fast, and I really do like the way that it goes fast. I like how it goes fast, and if you're going at like a slower speed, not this slow, but like if you're going at let's say like this fast, what you can do, you can turn mid-air like this, or even if you're going and it's better at even slower speeds. Like you see right here, I can do this, and I've used that a lot to evade people shooting missiles at me. I will shoot. Sorry, I got the controls mixed up in my head. Put that probably out of there. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here. Goodness. I'm sorry, I gotta click a lot just to get it out of the water. Okay, there we go. But I've used it a lot to evade people shooting missiles at me. Like, let's say I'm flying around, they get behind me, I do this, and usually they can't hit me anymore because it just they can't really, their planes can't turn like mine can. And I don't even have VTOL activated, but I'm just gonna float down when I turn off all the engines. And honestly, sometimes I gotta be careful because sometimes I'd be accidentally flying backwards. But you see, very graceful, and it's just because most of the body is made out of a wing, so it's basically one wing with a tube in the middle, so very easy to control. I like it. Oh, sure, I didn't even show off the weapons, did I? 2W. Oh, that was weird. 2. Okay, there. And if their weapons are in there, as you can see, there's a little trapdoor separating it. It's just missiles, so you know, you press it, the missiles launch, and then you can close it if you want. Nothing too special, but honestly, I really do like the use of. Oh, what's that? I really do like the use of motor lock in this build, or and angle lock. The way I used it to make that the middle part go like slope down more smoothly, and this uses a lot of trap doors and disconnectors to get that feeling of like a lot of openings and stuff. And yeah, I honestly really like this build. I made it quite a while ago too, so I think for when I made it, it was like one of my best builds. Um, I'll show off this race car next. So I don't know, again, I keep saying I don't know if I showed this off because I don't remember when I made a lot of these. I know I made this one like quite a while ago, so I don't know if I did show it off or not. But basically, it's just, you know, typical dragster car. Really nice in my opinion. I really think I did a pretty good job making the type of style. And it does go very fast, by the way. Most of this part of the body is well, hover engines. So there's actually a parachute, and I'm gonna try to see if I can do this because most of the time I actually messed up on it. Because I have to slow down already, like super quickly, or else I'm gonna go flying off the edge because that's just how fast it goes. If there was ever a longer track, I think I could definitely pick up the speed, but like, look how long this track is, and it literally took me like half a second to get to the other side. That's how fast it goes. What's next? I won't show off my Concord yet. I'll show that off in like a different video maybe. But my luxury boat, which is basically just kind of like this yacht type build, I think I did a pretty good job on it. I won't bring it out onto the water because I mean it's just a boat, so you know. But this is the like control area. You have, you know, where people control, where some of the people sit. More places where people sit and things like that. There's a lot of lights everywhere, mainly just, you know, to just light it up because it's kind of dark without it, especially at nighttime. But a little helipad. Now, if this was a realistic build, this is incredibly tiny because, especially the helipad, because most helicopters are way bigger than this. Like, you would need like a miniature helicopter just to make it on this, but it was mainly more for the look than the functionality. Some of my builds are like that. I mean, you know, some of them I like to fly around, but some of them are also just for functionality, or not functionality, looks. Next is my MiG-21. Now, I'm pretty sure I haven't showed this one off. It's loading? Okay. I'm pretty sure I haven't showed this one off, but it's pretty good, you know. It could be a lot better, but it also could be a lot worse, in my opinion, so, you know, I think I did a pretty good job. You gotta set it up here. I'm moving that there, move this here, and doing this, so as you can see, there's actually quite a bit of angle locking, or I guess, not really, again, not angle locking, but you know what I mean. So, it gives off that type of engine look, that type of air intake look, and it allows for this type of thing, which I think looks pretty good. It does have an air brake, but honestly, it's not really close to the real one because the real one is in a place that would have required like a lot of angle locking to actually get, and this was before I really started doing that a lot. Like, I still was into motor locking, but you know, I haven't started angle locking until like, sure, I still don't really angle lock because I don't really like to do it. But yeah, it has that one bomb, and it doesn't blow on impact because I didn't make the impacts enough, but I can blow it up remotely. 4 missiles. I can just shoot right here. As you can see, it does wobble a lot. This is one of those planes that is more look than function. I mean, like, I made it with the look in mind first. And, I mean, you know, it does have a lot of weaponry, but in a PvP scenario, this is definitely not going to really get any kills. Because it's not that good. It has a pretty slow turn rate compared to, like, some of the other builds. Because, I mean, turn rate is a really big part of it. Plus, it's not really good to aim with. You know, it's just not the best. But what should I show off next? That's the MiG-21. I can show off my X31 as well. So my X31, it's actually not too bad. It's a little glitched, and I don't know how to fix it. But I mean, oh sure, like see, like it falls over a lot, like when it's on the ground like this. So I'm gonna have to press jump 3, flip. It's based obviously on the X31. I even made the little the thrust vectoring that it has on the back, but it's off center, and that's the glitch. I don't know what causes it to be off center, but it is. Like you see, if it was up a little bit, it would have been perfect, but it's not. But honestly, even with that, I think I did an amazing job with it, cause so how it works. If I can just stop real quick. There's well, obviously there's no weapon, so honestly I'm just gonna go this. Most of it is, yeah, motor lock, but I mean, it's mainly for the thrust vectoring part of it. Gosh, again, I can't really see you like this. Keeps falling over, but as soon as I said it, boom. So as you can see, it's mainly about the engine for me. I think it looks pretty faithful to the real one. It goes up, down, and for turning, you see these actually move, which I honestly thought was an incredible detail that I added. I really think I did a good job on that. So, yeah, I really do like that. And, you know, you got the air intake. I meant to paint over that, but that didn't end up working for some reason. But, yeah. So, honestly, I think I did pretty good on that one. This is just another one that doesn't really have much motor lock, but just looks good. I know it's a little bit right here, but it has an openable cockpit, which I'll just show you real quick. So, you see the flaps in the back work. Has an openable cockpit, so you can get out if you need to, whatnot. This is my first attempt at like liveries, but I kind of messed up because I didn't have like the background on it. But honestly, I think I did not too bad for my first time. It doesn't have any landing gear because I never really fully finished it. But you see, it has the engines like this. I really do like the air intakes. I feel like the air intakes were a pretty good highlight of it. The only thing is I didn't get the one on this side, like the triangle piece on this side, which really would have set it off. But you know, it's fine. You win some, you lose some. It's just kind of a generic plane, so I'm not really gonna show it off. I guess I can kind of show this off. It's not even started really. But basically, I'm thinking of basically my idea is I'm gonna try to do the Yak 41, the Yak 141, because I really do like that jet, and I really do think I can make it work really well. Especially with the engine type I have right now. Because the Yak 141 has thrust vectoring, or not thrust vectoring, VTOL. And this is the type of engine it has. It has an engine that basically one engine in the middle, and it goes down like this. And I even have afterburner for it right now. Basically, the only thing done with this build is the engine. That's the only thing that's done. And then also there's like those like middle engines. I don't know what those are called, but if you know about planes, it's a part of the VTOL engine. It's like a set of VTOL engines in the front as well. Oh, this is one of my first like miniature cars that I've ever attempted. I feel like it's not too bad for my first attempt. You know, it has a little bit of motor lock to make everything more, you know, fit down. And it even has little trails as well. And it's the trails so that you can like, you know, it's like as if you're, you know, like drifting and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. You can turn them off while pressing 1, but what I like to do, you know, do some donuts, and then you like drive off a little bit, and it like leaves the mark. I really do like this, and it does drift. And the reason why is because it's quote unquote it's like rear wheel drive, so you know it's gonna drift more, easier to drift. But you know, I don't know much about cars, so if I said that wrong, I'm sorry. But honestly, I think I did a pretty good job. This is for my technically second car. I mean, if you count the Dragster as a car. Like, I mean, yeah, it's a car, but you know, regular car, if you will. You can tell it's a miniature build. We're almost at the helicopter. And if you're wondering what these are just the starter ones that they added in the new update, which, you know, obviously I don't need. The swing wing jet is the next one though. So it's using the regular landing gear for now, but I'm probably gonna change that later. I need to remember actually. I think there's a block that like stops these things from working. It's this one right here. And I remember that from the last time I tried to do this. One. Are they all on one? Oh, that's right. I did time it. Okay, so I basically timed it so that they go together perfectly. Okay. Oh gosh, like okay. Honestly, if anybody knows how to turn all that off in the beginning, I would greatly appreciate it because it gets kind of annoying. Okay, then I think what is it, 2? Or no, is it 3? Yes, 3. So it's a custom jet, but it's heavily inspired by the F-11 Aardvark, which if you know planes, you can, I think you can tell. Like it's very heavily inspired with the way this is. Oh, this is actual angle lock, by the way. Like this is true angle lock. The way I did this, it was mainly because I really wanted it to be smoother around the edges, and also I think I did the wings pretty well as well. You know, like that. But you know, I don't think I haven't flew it in a little bit, so I don't remember how good it flies. But I don't think it flies very well. But just like a few of my other builds, this is more of a look thing than a use thing. But so I mean, you know, it's not bad. It's not PvP. It's very much something I would show off in a non-PvP server because obviously it doesn't have any weapons. But even if I put weapons on it, it just wouldn't be viable. Kind of like the MiG-21 the MiG-21 has weapons, and the problem with the MiG-21 is that it uses like staging. Like I don't know what they call that, but the motor tower, you know, it uses TNT to stop it, so you can set everything up before you put it down, right? So because it uses that, I can only use it in either a private server or PvP, but it sucks at PvP. So you know, I can only it's only really viable in a private server. That was the swing jet. You know, not too bad. Landing gear definitely need to be better. My V-22 Osprey is one of my favorite ones that I made in recent memory. I forgot to put landing gear, but honestly, I really do like this. It has the doors, and you know, it doesn't really have any interior, not really at least, but you know, something that I did with this one that I'm honestly really happy is I actually used these are the only things that produce lift, if I'm correct, I think. Yeah, no, yeah. It's empty in there. No, you're hearing these because they help with flight, like actual flight when you're flying. Like that's AD efficiency. But the lift comes purely from these. I basically put, you know, the propeller blades. Oh shoot, sorry, it's kind of finicky to fly sometimes. But you see, yeah, the lift comes strictly from the propeller blades. And then when you get into flight, you can like kind of just do this, and then it increases the full power. Which honestly I thought was so cool, because honestly I think I have never really made something like this. Like I've tried to make a V-22 in the past or something like it, but it's always kind of fell short. So I'm really happy that now that I've tried it again, it honestly came out extremely good. Honestly, for no motor lock, I think I really got the shaping down perfect. It's really smooth for no motor lock, especially like in the middle. I really do like how smooth it is. And if you're wondering how I got that, I can show it off real quick. It is like, it's pretty simple. You just get a half wedge, then another. Okay, so there's two different half wedges. You have the half wedge and wedge 1 and wedges, and then the half wedge and wedges 2. You know, so you have this half wedge and then this one, and both of them I use. So you go from there to there, and then it goes back down to this one, but it's pointed like this. Like, hold on, let me fully demonstrate. So it's like this, and then this, to give that nice smooth out like edge look to it. So honestly, I'm really happy that I used that because I've only used that like one other build. But yeah. So I guess the next one would be the helicopter, which I'm telling you, this is by far my favorite build now. I built this not too long ago, but I've already used it a lot in PvP, and is honestly really good at it. And it's because it's not like a normal helicopter. So, you know, it it has the propellers. Now, at first, this was honestly just going to be a look build because for the longest while I could not get it to fly right. And the reason why was because I wanted it to be like an actual helicopter, because it's kind of like a facade, if you will. These don't actually produce any lift. They just are there for show. But at first, I wanted it to produce lift, so I had it as the actual propeller blades, because you see, it's just the wing panels. I had it as actual propeller blades, and the thing was, they kept turning in like this direction. They just kept turning every time I tried to do anything, and that was a problem. And I couldn't really fix it. I don't know why, I just could not fix it. So honestly, I was gonna scrap the entire helicopter idea, but then I kind of just tried something different, and it works way better. Didn't mean to do that. So it's one to turn this on, and it is shift to go up, like actually go up with the boat. So as you can hear, it's mainly propellers that are basically like carrying it up most of the time, and I think it's pretty cool. E and Q, again, this is also a facade that doesn't do anything. There are basically propellers inside the helicopter that move it back and forth. Most of it isn't really real. As you can see, there's no glass. It's mainly because inside is well, it looks like this. And also, as you can see, I made it very thin. And that was on purpose because, you know, I just wanted it to make the helicopter kind of thin. But the thing is, you can't really have, like, sides when it's thin like this. And most of the time, you just can't do it because, you know, it has to be kind of hollow and it wouldn't really work. So, I don't know if you can tell, but I've used basically delta wings to shape it out, and I motor locked them towards it so that it would actually work. But something cool about this, the reason why I said it's not like a normal helicopter is because after that, I can deactivate the actual the propellers, right? And then I can just start flying. Because the thing is, I put very powerful engines in it. At first, I had to change it a lot because I wanted it to kind of go fast, but like not too fast. So I had to kind of like change it around a lot, but I think it's a mix of 3 jet engines and it's 3 jet engines and 2 hover engines. But the hover engines aren't like really big. All of it is confined into this small space right here, but because of motor locking, they can be put together. But as you can see, with like this, it flies like a fighter jet. It flies very well, you know, it can do a lot of flips and whatever, and it has rocket pods and missiles, so, you know, fire the missiles. Missiles and the rocket pods are on the same key, but I'm thinking of changing that, because I kind of want to fire them like separately, but this is what the rocket pods look like as well. You can see them hitting the ground. Also, it does have a gun in the front, so I really do like this a lot, because I really think I've never really tried to make helicopters because they've always been kind of my weakness. I've tried them a few times in the past. I've looked up a tutorial on, like, back when I really did a lot of tutorial builds because, you know, I wasn't that good at the game. I tried to do a helicopter and I even messed that one up. And the thing is, I always saw videos of people having helicopters that flew like this one, like they still hovered and they could function like a regular helicopter, but if they needed to, they could fly fast and do all these flips and stuff. But I never knew how to do that. But now I finally done it, and I'm honestly really excited because the amount of time this has gotten me quite a lot of kills, especially on like tanks, as you can imagine. I mean, if there's a tank, I can just activate, like, start using the regular helicopter things and just kind of like do like this along the entire thing until it just, you know, all around it, and that has gotten me quite a few things, but also a few air kills, because it catches people off guard. It's a good way of like catching people off guard, because, you know, they just see this, they think it's a regular helicopter, they just speed off and start trailing them. And something with this is when it's like flying like a plane, this thing has an insane turn rate. Like, its turn rate is crazy. I think you might have saw it, but like it can turn almost instantaneously. like up and down. And that catches people so off guard because then I can just quickly get behind them and then like fire a rocket or two at them. Here we go, going in for a soft landing. Alright, not the softest, but you know, pretty good. I really do. I just really love this build so much. It took me a lot of time, but I think it was really worth it. It's loosely based on the AH-64 Apache helicopter, but it's like not really. That was what I was originally going to build, but then as time went on, I kind of just started making my own thing, and I really do like the design. You can see what I'm talking about here with the Delta Wings. These are Delta Wing 1-3s, I think. Where's that for? I don't know. Hold on. Oh, those are, yeah, no, I was right, 1-3s. So, Delta Wing 1-3s, and you can see I kind of laid them out in this type of like fashion to make it look a lot smoother. And when it goes in, it basically looks like it's all confined to a single block. And fun fact about the landing gear, or quote unquote landing gear, at first these were the same size as this, but when I added the weapons were literally touching the floor, and like they were carrying the helicopter, so obviously I couldn't do that. But so I had to add bigger wheels in the front and smaller wheels and a smaller wheel in the back so that it leaned. Since it's more to the front, it can lean, but it also won't touch the floor. So I really do like the way this came out. Yeah. You can see pretty heavy motor lock. Almost every single part of this relies on the motor lock because I really did need that for the shaping. Because for this round nose, it's a half cylinder, but you can't just, you know, slap a half cylinder on it and it would be fine. I wanted the guns to be right there, but I also needed the half cylinders, so I put that there, like that, with the motor lock to put it down. Honestly, I really do like the way that, again, I keep saying it, but I really do like the way this turned out. This turned out way better than I thought it was going to, especially when I lost hope for a little bit that I wasn't going to be able to make this. But it's by far one of the best builds I've made. Just going to see if there's any other ones. No. Oh, you know what? I'll show off a few of the ones I didn't show off. The Warthog 2, which I think I saved it to the correct one because I kept like not saving it to the right one even though I needed to. Did I save it? I did. Okay. So basically, we have, oh geez, V. You press V to make it go down, right? And I think B or what is the H? Okay. So as you can see, that was mainly to get the wings looking right. I really do love these wings. Now, the front looks very goofy because I didn't do the cockpit right. And, like, it's funny because, like, the rest of the body looks extremely good. In my opinion, like, the rest of the body honestly looks really true to how the Warthog actually looks. Then the front just looks goofy. But, yeah, I really do like this one a lot. I think I did a pretty good job on the engines. The bonds are okay. They're not the best, but, you know, they're not the worst either. So if I turn on this, 1, 2, 3... Oh, geez, sorry. I've been playing a lot of KSP, and my controls in KSP are reversed to this because I used to use W to go up and S to go down, but now I use S to go up and W to go down, so it's kind of reversed, and it gets me confused a lot when I'm trying to fly some of these, but it's fine. And you see, like, it has the gun, but again, I really feel like I could do better. I was on the right path with using angle lock to make the wings look better. I was on the right path, but you know, that's a very small part of it, and honestly I feel like I could just do it a lot better. Especially now that I'm a little bit more experienced. But let's try to land it. Oh shoot. I'm about to fall out of the sky. Oh well, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not showing off the F-22 or the F-14 because both of them are honestly like really bad. They don't look good. What else? I would show my private jet, but it's not that good. I'll show the Concord though. The Concord honestly isn't even that bad. It's just it lags the game and it lags when you go too fast. But this is my first time really trying to do like an airliner type of thing. You know, it has a door and it does match pretty well with it. So anybody wants to get in to here. Now some of the roads do have like a motor lock, which I don't know why that road does, because most of them don't. Oh, it's because it's right there. Okay. But you see all the hover engines in the back right there, plus in here. It's because I knew the Concord was fast, but I think I overcompensated by like a lot when it came to that. Because this thing is fast. But as you can see, I did have the droop nose, but I mean, it doesn't like, it's not like ultra realistic, so it really doesn't even offer any advantage like the actual Concord did. Because if you didn't know, the droop nose was mainly to help with visibility when either taking off or landing. But obviously, I don't have the visor, so it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't have any anything it needs to be for, you know. But you see, yeah, when I start getting to like 2,500, it starts lagging a lot and it starts like going everywhere. That's the only reason why I don't really fly it as much, because it's honestly like it just lags everywhere. It looks good though. Don't get me wrong. I think it looks pretty good. I think I did pretty good for the tail, the wing shape, but it doesn't fly well. Let's see. I guess I could do my cargo plane next, or large airliner. I'll do my cargo plane. Well, nah, not my cargo plane. My cargo plane isn't even that good. Like, it's honestly one of my worst builds for sure. Oh, this one. I made this a really long time ago, so I'll just show it off like in the build mode. It basically kind of has a little bit of thrust vectoring, but not really, and it doesn't fly very good. It's supposed to be like a MiG-29 a little bit, but it's not that good. Even though I named it an Su-35, it's not an Su-35. Oh, my building. I forgot about my building. So this building is, I called it the taller building. I don't know why. It's just because it's a really tall building. Now, I haven't seen anybody else make a building this tall in the game. So, you know, I might have the tallest building and playing crazy. Because, I mean, most people don't make buildings. And it doesn't have any interior. It's mainly just the main driving point for it is that it's tall. And if you're wondering how I got the ladder with even though it has folding. Oh, shoot. What the heck? You just, like, knocked me off. Okay. I need to, like, go faster. Oh, what am I doing? I forgot. I can just, like... Wow, it didn't even, like, do much, does it? But it's basically because the way I did it, it's included with the folding. So, like, it folds basically into the next one as it goes up. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that little thing. So I'm going to have to go all the way down to 0, then go right there. So as you can see, I'm on top of it. It is extremely tall. It shows it right here. That's over 500. I don't know what number exactly. I'm guessing probably around like 550, maybe 575, something around that. But yeah, extremely tall. Like, yeah, it's crazy tall. That's basically the only thing. But also, what I like to do is I will like unanchor it. So the anchor is F, so I press F. Then I do like this, and if I'm lucky, it'll fall over. Yep. And then what I also do is I'll like time it perfectly so that it goes like this. Oh dang, I messed up. But how it's supposed to go is when it falls over, like fully, it basically breaks apart and like looks like the building's actually collapsing. But, you know, yeah, I think that's about it. I've showed off most of my builds. Those are all my newer ones at least. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, tell me what your favorite build was, cause you know, I always like to know about it. If there's any improvements you'd like to suggest to me, go ahead. just know for some of my older builds, I'm probably not going to do them. Like I'm just not gonna fix them because I mean I'm just gonna replace them at some point. Like yeah, like some of these are definitely gonna get replaced, especially probably my Concord and probably my Warthog. I might just remake the A10 for that, but my Concord is probably gonna go. I'm probably gonna replace it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was quite a long video, but I realized I just haven't made one of these videos showing off all my builds and playing crazy in a while. And I mean, you know, I still play it very evidently, but next time I make a playing crazy video, I'm probably gonna have a tank because I'm gonna be working on a tank. I'm gonna try to start working on different things because you know I've done a few boats and I've done a lot of planes, and you know I've gotten a few helicopters. So I'm gonna start doing more helicopters and definitely tanks because I've never even done a tank. I've never even attempted it. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. But hope you guys have a great day. Leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.